day of December 2025. Dr. Olugbengade Titun is my name, and today on this live stream, I am discussing with you the 7 habits that will make you highly effective in the new year. What are the 7 habits that will make you money in the new year? Those are the things I am talking about. Whether we say that the 7 habits that will make you more effective or the 7 habits that will make you money, what you are saying in effect is that if the habits are making you more effective, they are going to make you more money. Because the moment you become more effective in what you are doing, you are going to make more money in whatever it is that you are doing. So stay with me while I take you through these 7 habits in the next 10 minutes and I'll be done. If you have any question or comment for me on this subject matter, you can ask it in the comment section below and I will respond to you in no time. The 7 habits that will make you highly effective or that will make you money in the new year is a landmark personal development and leadership journey. I present to you a principled, centered approach to personal and professional effectiveness, emphasizing character, integrity, proactive action over short-term success. I will teach you how to develop habits that lead to sustained growth, meaningful relationship, and lasting success. Now, what are the 7 habits? Number one of the 7 habits is that you have to be proactive. You need to be proactive. Take responsibility for your life. I was telling my wife just this afternoon or this morning while we were taking a stroll, taking a walk to the gate of to the gate of somewhere where we walk to, and then we walk back to the house. I was telling her that there was an individual that was told that if there's a particular circle that was drawn somewhere, and they told him that if a cockroach or an ant, when the ant is within the circle, he was going to succeed. But the moment the ant left the circle, he was going to fail. And then the ant was put in the circle, and the time was being counted. The time was being counted. I think the time has something to do with something. It's a story I heard from somewhere. Then the ant was dancing around within the circle, and he liked it, and was dancing around all the time, dancing around. And all of a sudden, the ant was on its way out of the circle. And this individual took the ant, brought it back to the center of the circle. What that means is that his destiny was in his hands. He said, "You told me that if the east ant left, and I was looking at the ant and it's about to leave, I will not let the ant leave, because if the ant leave, his life will be in danger." So you have to be proactive. Take responsibility for your life if you are going to be effective, if you are going to make money in the new year. Focus on what you can control rather than reacting to external circumstances. We live in Africa, and anywhere you are in the world, whether you're in Asia, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in America, whether you're in Australia, anywhere that you are, we always people that are poor, people that are in poverty, people that are not making it very well, they always blame their parents. They said, if my parents were this, if my parents were this, if my parents did this, if my parents did that. What about don't you focus? Your parents are giving back to you. Now look at your parents. How did your parents start? Your parents perhaps started at a less privileged level compared with what you start. So why don't you leave your parents alone and take your life from where you found it and move your life forward through personal development, through other means that you can do as much as you can. So that habit of blaming the parents, blaming the people that have passed, you should petition that and take responsibility for our life. Somebody said, though we may not be able to go back again and start all over again, the individual said anyone can start from now and make a brand new end. Yes, we cannot go back 20 years time. We cannot go back 30 years ago. We cannot go back 40 years ago. But we can start from this our age 47. We can start from this our age 50. We can start from this our age 20, age 30, and even age 60, even age 80, and make a brand new end. Maybe you have 5 more years to live. Why don't you start from that time and determine that you're going to make something out of your world, out of your life? Kentucky Fried Chicken was started by a man that was in his old age, and he started it. Up till now, Kentucky Fried Chicken is still there. We have the McDonald's of this world. They started selling by people in their old age, not in their young age. And there are many businesses that were started by old people in America, in Britain, in Asia, even in Africa. You too can start no matter your age. And if you are younger, you have more privileges, you have more opportunities, and you have no excuse whatsoever. So take responsibility for your life. Focus on what you can control. Don't focus on what you cannot control. Focus on what you can control rather than reacting to external circumstances. As I've said, be proactive. Proactive people choose responses based on values, not moods or conditions. So you have to be proactive. You have to think ahead. Stop blaming those who have gone before. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming the government. Stop blaming this. Stop blaming that. If you are going to be effective in the new year, blame anybody. Take responsibility from now and keep marching on. Number two thing you need to do is to begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. What is the ultimate goal that you want to achieve at the end of the day? That is what you should have in your mind. Paint the ultimate goal. Draw it in a picture. Cut it from a newspaper. Cut it from a magazine. Paste it on your wall and say, see, everybody, this is where I'm going. Everybody, this is where I'm going to get to. Everybody, this is where I'm going to. This is what I want to attain. And then you keep on pursuing, even though today you are looking at thousands of dollars or hundreds of naira or thousands of naira before you today. Project that in the future where I'm going is I'm going to have multiple of amount of money, multiple amount of employees, multiple amount of people working for me as a company. So you have to begin with the end in mind. That is going to prepare, that's going to drive you, and it's going to move you forward very, very well. So you have to define a clear vision of your life and of your goals. Covey, there's a particular man who wrote a particular book called Covey, Stephen Covey. He emphasized creating a personal mission statement. You must have a personal mission statement for your life. See, 2026 is not going to be different from 2025 if you don't have any goal, if you don't set any goal, if you don't plan anything for yourself that you are going to achieve, and you must start early. Don't wait until the end of the year before you start. Now, you must start planning and preparing for the new year early enough, and you must start on the journey of fulfilling your goals in that new year early enough. You see, when you have a mission statement, when you have a mission goal, your mission goal is that you want to be a basketball player. Now you want to be a basketball player. Your friends or some people around you, they come, they say, wow, we are going for football training. Are you going to join them for football training? No, you're not going to join them because your goal is to be a basketball player. Let's assume that your goal is that you want to become you want to become a real estate investor. Now, some people came and to meet you and say, well, let's go into the business of sport, investing in sport. Sport and real estate, they are two different things. So you go to tell them, bye-bye, anything real estate, I'm there. Anything sport, I'm not there. So you can see, you have to have your mission. When you have your mission, even people that are linked to your mission, they will come on their own to come and meet you. And then people that come to meet you without your own kind of mission, you will be able to repair them and tell them, well, I'm not interested in all these things you're talking about. Take, for instance, this YouTube channel now. It is just talking about how to make money online and how to make money offline also. So when you want to make money in the new year, you have to begin with the end in mind. How much do you want to have in your savings at the end of the month, at the end of the year, at the end of each quarter? How much do you want to have? How are you going to get to that point? All these things are going to navigate together and determine where you want to go. So the mission statement is going to guide your decision making. It's going to help you to take decisions because you already have a mission statement, and anything that does not align with your goal and your action, you will not do it. Take, for example, again, on this YouTube channel, anything that does not translate to making money online or offline, I will not talk about it on this channel because that is a mission. That is a mission statement. I have another YouTube channel talking about families and relationship. Anything that is not related to families and relationship, I won't talk about it on that channel. That is why you must also have a mission statement, and you must begin with the end in mind. What is your ultimate goal? Where are you looking at being at the end of 365 days in the year 2026? If you don't have a goal, you will see that you are just going to be living like a goat. That's what somebody said. Now, number 3 thing you need to do is that you have to put first things first. There are some things that are first, there are some things that are second, there are some things that are third. So the first things, you need to put them as first things. You don't need to put the number 1 thing as number 2 or number 2 thing as number 3. Put number 1 thing as number 1. Prioritize. What is the first thing you're supposed to do? What is the first thing that's supposed to be done for you to be able to attain what you want to attain? Prioritize what truly matters over urgent but less important tasks. There's something that is very important. There's something that is urgent but it's not important. There's another one that is very important. So you prioritize and you focus on the most important parts of anything you are doing, and then you keep on keeping on. Effective people who make money, who translate their effectiveness into money, they focus on high impact activities. They focus on high impact activities that have high impact. You see, I need to use myself as an example. I've had friends, I've had people in the past, and we grew up together and thereabout. Those days I'll be in the school studying and doing this and doing that. And anything you are doing, be serious, be dedicated, be committed. If you are learning a trade, be committed. If you are anything you are doing, be committed. You may not be enjoying the process, be committed to the process. And at the end of the day, you are going to be smiling to the bank because of your commitment to the process. I took my car to a mechanic workshop to repair my car some time ago, I think some years ago, and I saw the way the boss of the mechanic was beating the guys. He beat them. They didn't do anything outrageous. He just asked them to do some work, and they were doing it gently and gently. He said, no, they're not supposed to do it that gently. They're supposed to be aggressive with the work. And because of that, he beat them. And then when he beat them, I thought the boys are going to leave the place. They didn't leave the place. Before, in the next 2-3 minutes, he was back watching the boss again as he was making the repairs. And I told the boss, this is why these boys are going to know this job. This is why these boys must eat. They must be able to eat and feed and marry from this job, buy cars from this job, and build house from this job because they suffered on the job. So when you suffer on something, sometimes you are going to reap abundantly from that very thing. So put first things first. Effective people focus on high impact activities, practicing time management, grounded in principles, not just schedules. So they are grounded in principles, not just schedule. Don't just be somebody that just go anywhere, belle face. No, don't be grounded in schedules. Be grounded in principle. What is the principle? What is the guiding rule that is going to guide you in whatever you are doing? That should be your main goal. Now, let's move to the number 4 thing that will make it be highly effective and make you money in the new year, which is you have to think win-win. Think of winning for yourself. Think of winning for any other person involved. Think of winning for your customers. Think of winning for your people in your team. Cultivate a mindset of mutual benefit in relationships and negotiation. Don't just think about yourself. See, I've seen people that think a lot about themselves. I see what they are doing. People see what they are doing. Yes, they get that one, they pay them for that one, but they won't get another sale. They won't make another sale. They won't get another business from that individual that they took money from. That individual have noted them that these people, they are not thinking win-win. And you don't think about me, and I'm thinking about you alone. So why should I be doing business with you? So cultivate a mindset of mutual benefit in relationships and in negotiation in your business. Cultivate a mindset of mutual relationship. Don't just think of making profit alone. Think of how the other person too will make profit, how the other person will make gain from what you are doing. Now you are doing a business. How will the other person make profit also? Think of that. Think of that. How will the other person gain value? If you're a motor mechanic, how you collect money from the individual. Also think of how that part you're changing for that individual will last him longer. And then that is going to help the individual. So seek solutions that create value for all parties, not just for only you. Fostering trust, cooperation, and long-term collaboration. You can see fostering trust, cooperation, and long-term collaboration. I've seen people who, on a particular, just on one deal, they make 100,000 naira, and then on that one deal, and then that is the all. They don't make any other deal because of the way they made that 100,000 naira. That same business, somebody is doing it there for 50,000 naira. Why don't you do it for 40,000 naira? And every month the person is coming back to it for 40,000 naira. The moment he got to know that somebody else is doing it for 50,000 naira, they will not come back to you again. So you have to think win-win. Number 5 principle or number 5 method that you have to use to make money and be effective in the new year is seek first to understand, then seek to be understood. Seek first for you to understand, and then seek to be understood. Practice empathic listening to truly understand others before presenting your own perspective. Let get to know what others feel. Get to know how others feel. Get to know what is happening to others before you now start pouring out your own mind to other people. So that is what is here. So effective communication builds trust, resolve conflict, and strengthens relationship. What I'm saying here is that don't be hanky-panky. Think about the welfare of other people also. Think of the welfare of people that are working with people you are working with. Think of their own welfare. Don't think of your own welfare alone. So if you are thinking of their welfare, they too will be thinking of your own welfare, and it's going to pay in the long run. Number 6 is that you have to synergize. Synergize means have synergy, have cooperation, cooperate with others, combine strengths through teamwork and collaboration. Don't do all your work alone. And that is what I talk about in one of my live stream. Have a network, have a team. that this person does this person does this. Like the business owner is doing most of the things himself. So you have to have other people come in to work with you and to work for you. Now, what happens is that when you are a business owner, please, if you're just joining, you can let me know in the comment section below where I was joining from. And if you have any question or comment, you can drop it in the chat box and I will go to read it and respond. And please like this video as you watch it. So when I'm talking about synergizing, you have to have a team. Don't do everything alone in the new year. Regarding your business, regarding your being effective, don't do everything alone. You may be able to even get people that you pay for them to do some part of your business or part of your work for you. Like take for instance, all your clothes every time on Saturday, you go to work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. For example, then on Saturday again, you go and pack your clothes and you're washing. So when do you have to, what time do you have to rest? What time do you have to think of other things? So instead of doing that, take your clothes, get somebody that can help you to wash them, dry them, and then iron them. You need to look nice. Give your clothes to a professional that can to iron for you so that you can look good and presentable. Give your shoes that need polishing to a professional polish person, and that is going to take care of your appearance. You see, while you are taking care of another part of your being, some other people are going to take care of your appearance, and you're going to appear very good, and people are going to give you good business. I was listening to somebody, and she said, if you're a photographer and then you are appearing before the people in a clothes that is started, let's say they are paying 50,000, they will maybe look at you and say they are going to pay you 40,000, 30,000. But you're a photographer, you appear there, you are appearing in the clothes you are wearing. It's as if you are the father of the groom, or you are even the groom in that wedding or the party. It's like you are the friend of the celebrant because of the clothes you are wearing. They now ask you, are you the friend of the celebrant? You say, no, I'm a photographer. They will take notice of you. After that event that you collected 100,000 for, the next event you will not get 100,000. You are going to bargain for 200,000 because they will think that they have underpaid you. And then when you name your price, they know you dress well, they know you appear well, they are going to pay you well. That is a power of appearance, and it comes from synergy. Synergy in the sense that you give the taking care of your clothes to certain categories of people. I see people that are trying to do everything by themselves. When you do everything by yourself, you are not multi-talented. Even if you are multi-talented, there are some areas you are a specialist, and you cannot be a specialist in all the areas. And even if you are a specialist in all the areas, you need to brainstorm, think, and come up with new ideas. And that is why you have to give some people, sublet some of your work to other people in your team so that you can have time to develop other things. Now, if you don't have a team, you can form a team indirectly. Somebody is ironing your clothes, somebody is doing this, somebody is doing that as part of what you are going to use for your own personal appearance and for your own job. Now, number 7, which is the last but not the least, is that you have to sharpen the saw. You have to sharpen the saw. Commit to continuous self-renewal in 4 dimensions. Number 1, in your physical life, in your mental life, in your emotional or social, and in your spiritual. Regularly investing in personal in yourself ensures sustained effectiveness, resilience, and growth. Some years ago, I read a book about how to study and how to do some things. And then we are told some people at the introduction of that book is about how to study, and you have to read the book to know how to study. Some people will now look at the book and say this book is about how to study. Why should I read a book about how to study? The time I was reading this book about how to study, I will have gone far in my studying. And the writer of the book started with illustration about that it is like somebody cutting a tree with a cutlass that is blunt. Somebody now came to him and told him, go and sharpen your cutlass. He now said the time he will use to sharpen the cutlass, he will have cut the tree far into the tree. Whereas that is not true. If you sharpen your cutlass, it takes you less effort. So you're going to use less effort and less time to cut down the tree. So it is best to sharpen your skills and to keep renewing yourself and to keep doing what you need to do. Now, in conclusion, I need to conclude by drawing out what I've said already. Number 1, effectiveness is built on character, principles, and integrity, not just techniques. Be a man of integrity. Be a woman of integrity. Please be a man of integrity when it comes to money, when it comes to being punctual, when it comes to being regular. Be a man of integrity. Then long-term success comes from aligning actions with values and priorities. Align your action with your values and priorities. It doesn't come through short-term gains. Then interpersonal effectiveness is as crucial as personal productivity. Strong relationships amplify your results. Then also continuous improvement, continuous learning cannot be overemphasized. And if you want to learn continuously, on this channel, I've made series of videos talking about how to make money both online and offline. Do well to watch those videos, maybe one per day. If you watch my videos one per day for 6 months, your life is going to be you want to change. Even you yourself, you wonder what has happened to your life will change for good. And if you watch my videos one per day for 6 months and your life does not change, then you should stop watching my video. That means I'm not sent to you. But I am sure I am sent to you. So I'm sure I'm sent to you, and you are going to succeed in everything that you do. So continuous improvement is very, very important. The 7 habits that will make you money in the new year provides a framework for your personal and professional excellence. By internalizing these habits, you learn to take control of your life, build meaningful relationships, and achieve goals with integrity. This approach emphasizes that effectiveness is not about quick fixes, but about developing character, principle centered habits, and lifelong growth. I believe you have gained value from what I've said, and in the absence of questions or comments, I'm going to draw the line in the next 1 minute or so. My name is Dr. Olubenga Adetitu. On this channel, I teach you how to make money online and offline. I want to see you in the next one. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share the link of this video with your family and friends. I will see you in the next one. I will see you in the new year. And the new year is going to be a great and powerful year. Have a great day, and bye-bye.